Someone asked for some clarification regarding the last lab. So I thought I would just, instead of trying to type out an explanation, I thought I would show how to do it with a video. So let me share my screen and we'll get this taken care of here. I will say this though, before I show what to do here. This lab is my least favorite lab. In other words, it's the lab that I most want to change. So if you're watching this video at a later date, the lab itself might look very different to you. Anyway, the person was asking about the hypothesis questions, right? So I'm sure they already did these hypothesis questions. They wrote down the order in which they think these things were collected. Then they were asking about how to test their hypothesis, and then the question they said, and I have to bring it up, I have to pull it up myself to look at it because they mentioned something about a line graph, and if I remember correctly, there wasn't a line graph on the website. But two things. First of all, I could be remembering incorrectly. And second, websites change. So let's open this website and see what happens, right? Open it up. All right. Recycling, composting, and other food management trends specific to 2015 to 2018, right? So here we go. Here's all the information you need, right? So, right, I think, let me double check this. Totals, yard trimmings. Interesting. So the website may have changed. We start from the top. Okay. See, there's the issue. Okay. For some reason, I'm glad I did this via video. I'm sure you saw when I clicked the link, it didn't take me to the top of the page. It took me somewhere towards the middle. So I guess my advice to you is start at the top and work your way down. I mean, in theory, you should be reading all this anyway. And this must have been the line graph they were referring to. And to that, I would say, yes, you can tell. You could use this graph if you want to, because you can see here, right, the categories of recycling, other food management, composting, combustion with energy recovery, and landfill, right? So you could technically click on the year and see the data, right? But you can see that's what, 1960, 1970, right? This is data. This is trends, right? And trends, that is useful data, but it's not necessarily what we're looking for. And you can see here, this is the actual data that you're looking for. And right there it is. But that's just the total tons, right? So what you need, let me refer back to this again. We're trying to say, again, like up here, for example, regarding the trash that was produced overall in 2018, put the following in order from most to least by weight, right? So this is just an alphabetical order. So you're supposed to look at this list and think what you would see the most of, right? So for me, obviously, I'm not going to waste your time and do this whole thing, but I would say overall, all the trash, I would say probably, I don't know, plastics was number one. Maybe other was the last, right? And then obviously everything in between. So anyway, like I said, to test that hypothesis, you go to this website and you have to scroll up to the top of the website because, again, for some reason, it just jumps us to the top. But here we go. Generation, the total generation in 2018, right? This is what we're looking at here. Excuse me. Let me do it like this. The total of 2018, which is exactly what we need, right? Matter of fact, let me bold this to make things easier for the next people who do this. Regarding the trash that was produced overall in 2018, right? So that's the total. And we can see here that the number one, and again, sorry, let me refer back to this. Where is it at? Typically, the first one you list with the type of trash. Excuse me. Scroll down here to where you're actually answering it, right? From most to least, right? So from most to least in 2018, for the total generation, right, which is what we're dealing with, it's paper followed by glass. Oh, excuse me. I wrote that wrong. Paper followed by what? Food followed by plastics, followed by yard trim, so on and so forth. I'm not going to waste your time and do all this in front of you, right? But yeah, that's what we're looking at for the total, right? And that's how you're going to find or answer that question. And then let me see. We keep scrolling. Then you scroll down because the next question is about recycling, right? So you'll answer the same question, except this time it's about recycling. So number one, the most is paper and paperboard, followed by what? The metals, followed by rubber, leather, and textiles, followed by wood, and then plastic, so on and so forth, right? And then again, you keep going down here. The next category is composting, another food management, right? So again, yard trimmings, followed by food, followed by, food other management and food composting. So it's all right there. Again, the key here is once you click that link, and I'll do it one more time to show you. Once you click that link, it does not take you it takes you to the correct website. Boom, there we go. But it does not take us where we need to be. So once you click that link, go ahead and slide on up here to right here. Right. So this is the data you need. Technically you should start right here. Right. Total. Right. We got the total generated, followed by the recycling, followed by compost, followed by combustion with energy recovery, followed by landfill. And that's it. So I hope that helps. If not, as always, let somebody know that you need some help. Specifically, get in touch with me, and I'll be glad to help you.